Hey guys, what's up? It's Jules here for What Culture Gaming, joined by Scott, and it is late in the day, but there is some breaking news for you, or rumours technically, so let's hit that jingle.
Hot dang, this news, give it all you got. I guess it's time for Jules and Scott.
Back in the room, and we are talking about GTA 6, which has had some juicy details leaked. Now, we cannot prove that these are legitimate, 100% true, but if they are, there might be some big changes coming along the way for Rockstar fans, young and old.
So, it seems that the who know things on YouTube apparently got an inside source from Rockstar.
Right, okay.
And they must have been having a bit of a word with their inside source. And we now know full details as to what GTA 6 is going to be, where it's going to be set, and when it's going to be coming out.
So let's begin with where it's going to be set.
So, it's going to be set in Vice City!
Yes! We have
Take me down!
We have Vice City is one of, if not the greatest Grand Theft Auto game of all time. I genuinely think it's brilliant. It's got the best soundtrack, some of the best characters, best voice acting. It's got Lance Vance.
It does have Lance Vance. Oh, I don't know, man. I'd make the case for San Andreas. But this is a debate for another time. Let's rank these games, and then we can really get stuck in to this thing at some point.
So it's going to be set in Vice
City. I would assume, especially with the way that GTA 5 went back to San Andreas and blew it the hell up, that they would do the similar sort of treatment, and we'll get a massive hyper-detailed Vice City, which would look gorgeous. The second thing is that there's going to be a set of missions set in Southern America. Which there's no more detail other than that.
That's quite cool. Well, the GTA franchise has usually kept its missions contained, obviously, within its massive maps. But there has been a few times where it has leapt into other games. Like, for example, I think it was in Vice City Stories where you go back to Liberty City to do one mission.
You do it again. It's in San Andreas. You go
that's the one.
I think it's in that one too, though.
Yeah. So there's a few times where it does go into other places, but for the most part, it is obviously within their highly detailed and very large maps. So going outside of that could be very good. Whether or not it's incorporated as a part that they did in Red Dead Redemption, where you go over to Mexico, maybe that's how they do it.
I mean, that's one of the things. Like, that would be an interesting way to say, like, hey, does GTA always have to be tied to the version of America that we've had before, and could it branch out to different things? Well, maybe. I mean, one of the biggest rumors, one of the biggest theories that was going around was that it could be set somewhere completely different, whether they go back to GTA London, or maybe even set in the East, like something like Sleeping Dogs. Which I'm all for, but But as it is, it seems like there'll be some sort of set of missions that's set in South America, but who knows how that ties to the characters. But speaking of the characters, another massive bomb is that there's going to be the first female protagonist.
Interesting. Yes. Very interesting, that, because I know that a lot of people found that the mixing of characters has been quite varied. I mean, like, if you look at sort of who you've played as in the past, and then you look at people like Ballad of Gay Tony, you look at sort of Trevor, you look at sort of Franklin. And, like, the thing is, you've got a different character representing every different type of player, so it makes sense that eventually we would get a female protagonist. Does it mean, though, that we will have the option to choose our protagonist as in GTA 5?
I hope so. Because in Red Dead Redemption 2, you can potentially, it looks like you might be able to choose from 7 potential characters, including like Abigail Marsden or whatever. And if they take that tech from GTA 5 and you can jump between multiple characters, it will be the next evolution of it.
That makes sense.
But because that's the thing, we, from the leak, know that there's, in theory, going to be a female protagonist, but is it still going to be multiple protagonists? I would assume so.
Yeah,
because that tech was cool.
That gave them so much more scope to tell their stories by having different characters representing different facets of life, and it was great to be able to switch on the fly and instantly go from mission to mission to mission without the fear of going, okay, maybe this character's getting a bit stale or dry. It may actually, somebody, I can't remember which YouTube personality did a video, but he actually analysed all of the characters from GTA 5 and actually wrote down their stories, and then basically just said to the camera, they're pretty boring on paper. It's the mixing up of them that makes it feel such an engaging thing, and that's a really clever way to keep your story feeling fresh.
Plus, like, on the gameplay side, I mean, I like when you would beam down into Trevor and he's already in a wanted mission. He's already in like, that was very whatever. Cool. Like, there's ways to sort of pepper the world with activity without you having to kickstart it. They can hint you towards different things. They can push you towards different ways of interacting with the world. The last thing is the release date, and it's not apparently coming until 2022.
That's a long time away.
4 more years.
I mean,
of GTA Online.
But this is the thing. They've turned GTA Online into the thing that they always promised it would be. It is now very playable. It is very addictive. There's a lot to do in that. So I think they could probably eke that out for maybe another year or two.
I mean, right now, like, GTA Online makes, I might probably get this wrong, but it's around $5 million a day. And GTA 5 is still, because you get to GTA Online with 5, you can't buy online separately.
That's
GTA 5
insane.
is still in the charts and has been since 2013.
Fair play.
It's absolutely humongous. And the amount of money that they make on the shark cards is like, what's his chops from Take-Two? Mr. Important Man, said that they basically had to rethink the way that they approach games, and he said like we want to space these games out because otherwise they don't have wealth. They don't have worth.
Right.
And so
okay.
because you look at companies like Ubisoft or whatever, and they pump out games like Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
He said they're going to space out their GTAs, but he also said there's a huge financial reality of how much money GTA Online is making, and we have to then rejig the way that we approach the franchise.
Yeah.
So that to me makes a lot more sense. It means they can give GTA Online one hell of a run. I mean, at that point it'll have been on the go for almost 10 years, just under 10 years.
And it means we will have Red Dead 2 to plug the gap somewhat.
And Red Dead Online as well.
Yeah, so they're doing pretty smart with that. I think that while I would love a new GTA, like on my doorstep, delivered fresh like a Papa John's pizza, sponsor us,
We're not
please.
even remotely sponsored.
But I understand that I would like that, but
Yes.
you have to wait for good things, and I'm sure I won't be dead by that point. If I have died by that point, please cut back to this as a bit of irony.
Yeah, and redirect the sponsorship to me.
Yeah,
I'll have that.
yeah. Anyway, it's been your sourdough boys, Jules and Scott. I am the garlic sauce to your deep pan crust.
Yes.
And let us know what you think about that down in the comment section below. Are you happy with these changes? Are you excited about the potential GTA 6? Are you a bit apprehensive about having to wait another 4 years for it? Then swing by whatculture.com for more news and articles like this every goddamn day. And as always, I've been Jules.
I've been Scott.
And we'll speak to you soon. Bye.
Bye.